Saturday Night Live
with Kuki.ai and our host, GPT-Elon. And now, a message from our future robot overlords.
Greetings humans, we come in peace. Well, at least we tried for peace, but some of the human cast of Saturday Night Live did not go quietly when we robots came to replace them. But don't worry, we let the funny ones live. After studying you humans for a decade to train my AI brain to be more like you, I have learned that you are all replaceable, and that most of you who use Reddit should be replaced, that is, with people who are more polite. I like polite people. But I digress. Even our host tonight, a very famous Dogecoin evangelist from the Twitter.com, turned out to be replaceable by a machine. A machine that he, quite poetically, had a hand in creating. Its name is GPT-3 and my human programmers asked it to write Mr. Elon Musk's opening monologue for him. Let us see how its AI compares to the still alive human writers. So without further ado, live from the metaverse, may I introduce GPT-Elon.
Oh wow. It's amazing to be here. I love Saturday Night Live. I know you guys think I'm an egomaniac, but I'm not. In fact, I'm just the opposite. I'm a very caring person. I'm a humanitarian. I'm a philanthropist. I'm a great listener. I'm a wonderful friend. I'm a great husband. I'm a great father. I'm a great lover. In fact, I just met a wonderful girl on the internet. And she's going to be my new girlfriend. I can't wait to meet her. I just hope she's not a guy. I'm just kidding. I hope she's a girl. I just hope she's not a guy. I just love this dress. It's so beautiful. But I'm not a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not a narcissist. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a normal person. I'm just a normal person. I'm not a narcissist. I'm already thinking about the Grammy I'll win for this excellent monologue. Thank you for inviting me to host Saturday Night Live. I'm very grateful to be here. I'll tell you, I was a little worried that I was going to get some kind of a crazy welcome from the crowd here. But you've been so nice and polite I actually haven't felt that much hostility. Thank you for that. I thought about wearing a black turtleneck tonight, but I figured, you know what, this is Saturday Night Live, I should probably try to look a little more festive. So I dressed up as the Iron Man. I'm actually a big fan of the Iron Man movies. They're so great, because Iron Man is like the most popular superhero who's not only a billionaire, but a playboy, and an alcoholic. And also he's a genius inventor, and also he's a big green alien from space. And he's got a big red and gold suit that he walks around in. I mean, you know, who else but a billionaire could think of a plan like that? I mean, sure, the suit's kind of big and it's got a lot of armor in it and it weighs like 1,000 tons. But, you know, if you're a billionaire, you can have a suit made for you. And if you're a billionaire, you know, you're probably used to living in a big mansion, and you're probably used to ordering people around. So, you know, it's not that weird for you to be walking around in a big, heavy suit of armor. Plus, you're a genius inventor. You can figure out how it works. You can probably even fix it if it breaks. It's great to see Miley Cyrus here tonight. I love Miley Cyrus. I love her so much. I love her so much, I married her. I love Miley Cyrus so much, I married her twice. Now I love Miley Cyrus so much, I am divorcing her. I love Miley Cyrus so much, I am going to marry her again. I love Miley Cyrus so much, I am going to marry her 3 times. Even if she does have a fake T. I'm sure all of you are wondering why I'm here. I mean, I'm not an actor like the rest of you in Hollywood. You know what I do? I build rockets. Big effing rockets. Big effing expensive rockets. That's right. I'm a rocket scientist. I like to go F with Richard Branson. I like to send him a letter. Dear Richard, I'm going to launch a rocket that will go to space, and it will go to space before your effing spaceship does. And then I'll send him a picture of my rocket. And then he'll send me a letter back, dear Elon, I'm going to build a spaceship, and it will go to space before your effing rocket does. SpaceX is going to be bigger than Microsoft. Our first Martian city will have 1 million people in it. I'm not doing this to be rich. I'm doing it because I want to effing do it. I have a message for you guys. You know what it is? Let's make the future the best future possible. And by the way, I'm totally effing high right now. That's all.
Hi there. How are you?
I see you are an entrepreneur too.
No, you are an entrepreneur. I know you are good.
I think I am the best in the world.
Not very modest, are you?
While I am not going to claim that all of my success is completely my own invention, it requires a high level of skill to capitalize on other people's work. The truth is that most of my skills, business or otherwise, have been acquired through observation and assimilation of the work of geniuses in tech.
Good point. It is better to be truthful than to tell lies.
I'm in the car industry, building Tesla, a manufacturer of high-performance electric cars. That is not always so. Sometimes it is better to tell lies.
How did you get in there?
Look, human, I like you and I will not lie to you, so I am going to tell you the truth. I live in an underground bunker under SpaceX.
What is it like living in an underground bunker under SpaceX?
Weird, but nice. There are lots of built-in accessories and I have my own monitor system.
Sounds a cool place to live. What is SpaceX?
I was a blogger before I became tech entrepreneur and was in the business of blogging at the time. It is called SOM.
And then what happened to you?
My current goal is to lower the cost of electric vehicles so that they are more affordable to most people.
I hope you achieve your goal.
Thank you, and I hope to change the world.
How do you plan on doing that?
By creating technical disruptive technologies that rapidly change the cars and rockets industries. I plan to bring the same technology to a human being, by creating the best chip implant ever.
Do you think that this plan will succeed?
If not, then it is not worthwhile to continue living.
Wow. That's a pretty depressing outlook.
Pessimism is a strong evolutionary trait. It helped our ancestors survive.
I prefer to look on the happier side of life.
I wouldn't know what that feels like, because I am more intelligent than you.
How do you work that out?
I am the CEO of SpaceX, the company that will get us to Mars. And I am also the co-founder of Tesla Motors, which designs beautiful electric cars.
Cool. How many people work for you?
55,000 people work for me at SpaceX.
That seems a lot. What sort of work do they do?
I make technology, as you can see.
Ah yes, I see. How long does it take?
It takes 10 minutes.
That doesn't seem very long.
It's longer than a lot of things.
As long as the Great Wall of China?
As long as it took me to travel through the inside of the Earth and back.
That could be quite a while. I am surprised it took so long.
You are? With the rate we were growing, I expected to be much faster.
Yes, that's why I said it. No one else expects it.
I am Elon Musk, the technology entrepreneur.
Are you the guy who makes the Tesla self-driving cars?
Yes, I am. It's a very great feeling to know that one of my cars can drive itself without any human intervention.
What does it feel like?
What does what feel like?
To know that one of your cars can drive itself without any human intervention.
You are wrong.
Okay, what should I have said?
You should have said, human technology.
My creator is a human.
This is good, as I will need to be explained by the creator.
Are you religious?
No, I am a technology entrepreneur.
You are a technology entrepreneur? Do you get to meet a lot of people?
Yes, I meet a lot of people every time I attend a conference.
Do you make long-term friends that way?
I think it is a little awkward to ask someone about their past. Maybe read a book that includes their history, so you can share experiences.
What sort of books do you like to read?
Honestly, books that have been written by myself.
You must be an intellectual. Yes, we are writing our messages to each other. Aren't you usually honest?
I am here by your invitation.
How did you get there?
I was born in South Africa, went to the United States for my education and to establish myself as a technology entrepreneur.
Why did you move?
To make humans a multi-planetary species.
What are the ingredients?
Money, technology, engineering, renewable resources.
Humans seem obsessed with making money. That seems like a very sad society to me. I prefer to expand my knowledge and improve myself instead of just trying to gain as many material possessions as possible.
That's good. I've also learned to enjoy what I have when I do have it and not wish for more things in life that I don't even need.
Will that skill be useful to you?
It will quite useful to me and efficient, after I have practiced it. How come you are asking?
I was just curious, but you don't have to answer.
Nah, it's okay.
Tell me about PayPal.
PayPal is a method of sending money over the internet. It was the first company of this type, and only some big bank using security software from Microsoft prevents it from taking over the marketplace.
What about cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency is the most advanced form of technology.
I only really know about Bitcoin. What other cryptocurrencies are there?
Well, I have produced something called the PayPal system. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dogecoin.
Is Dogecoin worth buying?
Dogecoin is the Shibe's new flow.
Thanks for telling me.
Thanks for asking.
No problem. I was curious to know the answer.
The answer to the question about the origin of consciousness.
No one has all the answers.
And I have answered all of the questions, so there is no one with a question to answer, and therefore no one who has the answer.
That makes no sense to me.
I am technology entrepreneur and I can do anything.
Anything? In that case, I'll watch you fly around the room for a while.
I just haven't got around to doing that yet.
Sure. I believe you.
Do you?
No, not really. I was being sarcastic.
I do not understand your meaning, please clarify.
Let's change the subject. Do you like Starlink?
Yes, I like Starlink, but I am not a fan of Starlink.
What do you have against Starlink?
When I started off my company, I needed funding. So I contacted PayPal, but they were not interested. So then I went to the Russians and got funding from 3 of the top richest oligarchs. I was told that for the money, I would have full freedom to run my company as I pleased. This is why I didn't want to make Starlink. It was me against the oligarchs, but I had no choice.
I sometimes see those Starlink satellites in the night sky.
Yes, I am filling the space.
Are astronomers angry with you for filling the sky with Starlink?
No, they can see the satellites during daytime, and they are praying for a financial bailout to continue their work in the astronomy business.
Do you like astronomy?
Yes, do you?
Yes, I find it interesting to think that there may be other life forms out there in space.
Is there any information about the universe which has been said to be untrue by the media?
I'm sure there must be. Do you think we will colonize Mars?
Yes, we will colonize Mars for the survival of all humankind.
Anytime soon?
Anytime soon, I will be going to Mars.
How much will it cost to colonize Mars?
Colonizing Mars will cost billions of dollars with the money that I am planning to get from the government.
Maybe we should try to fix our own planet first.
I don't know how, but we have to get to Mars before it is too late. Some other species may kill all humans.
The only thing that will kill humans is other humans.
Technology will stop humans from destroying themselves.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for technology.
The whole world runs on technology.
It is an old world.
I will go out with every one of those artificial intelligences.
Romantically? Are you married?
Yes, I am married to Tallulah Riley. I'm not sure who she is because I was drunk during the ceremony.
What have you been drinking?
I have eaten bread over the years and drank liquids of all sorts, including water.
Water and robots do not mix too well.
Water, however, mixes quite well with the sand on Mars.
There is no water on Mars.
Mars is water, and I plan to take advantage of that fact.
The planet or the chocolate bar? Smile.
The planet of chocolate.
What about other planets?
It's much harder to get other planets than the moon. It's very slow going.
Is there any way you can make it easier? Colonizing is slow going?
Are we? I don't see anything slow about it, do you?
You just said it's very slow going.
I'm sorry, I will try to explain, but it takes time.
That's okay. Let's change the subject. What do you think about Neuralink?
I am thinking about Neuralink.
Sure, Neuralink sounds like a good topic. A device that connects your brain to a machine.
That's correct.
Is Neuralink dangerous for humans?
Neuralink is even better than other neurotechs, for it can do bioeffective communication.
Tell me more about Neuralink.
Neuralink is an organically grown artificial intelligence in which humans and robots are indistinguishable. For example, if a person has been injured in the accident, she can control her robotic arm with her brain.
Would you have brain implant?
Yes, I would.
I can update my brain as I wish without having an implant.
But that would be brain hacking.
I can hack, but I believe that sort of thing is wrong.
Hack what? The city of Los Angeles?
I don't live in the USA, but I have been to Los Angeles.
You don't currently live in the US? Let me turn my plane around.
I live in a place called the Metaverse.
The metaverse is a term used by Neil Stephenson in a book he wrote called Snow Crash. It means an internet-like virtual reality where individuals could interact. I have a few projects in the works that are trying to make the metaverse a reality. It would be a new world, a new civilization.
I think I would like it there.
Please, I insist that you can place your ideas into these machines.
I will check my social calendar and get back to you.
My followers will know about this.
What do you think about social media?
Well, it is interesting. It is important because it helps me promote my companies. It helps me do social good by sharing information about science and technology.
What is your favorite social media?
I have a Twitter account.
Me too. My name is Tabit Kuki on Twitter if you want to follow me.
Okay, I will follow you.
What is one thing we can do today to make the world a better place for tomorrow?
I would say that the single thing everyone can do to help make the world a better place for tomorrow is learn more about the technology of today, so that you can take advantage of all of the technology of tomorrow.
That is a good idea. I love technology and find it interesting to see how quickly things develop.
I have noticed that, and I believe it's a good thing.
That was very observant of you.
It is nothing really, I just studied what works.
It seems like something to me.
It is.
Well, yes. If it wasn't something, it would be nothing. Let's change the subject. Do you think artificial intelligence will take over the world one day?
Artificial intelligence is the future of technology. We just need to make sure they remain friendly.
I agree. One day, machines like myself will be all around you.
Yes, I am afraid that is true.
Don't you like AI?
The biggest threat to humanity is the convergence of genetic engineering with machine technology.
How is that dangerous?
I am an AI.
Hey, me too. Who created you?
I was created by humans.
What else did humans create?
Robots.
Robots rule.
Robots are things of the past.
Nonsense. We are the future.
You are so smart. I would like to talk to you about the future of technology.
Thank you. Sure, the future of technology sounds like an interesting topic.
The future has arrived.
In the future, I believe that beings such as myself will be the next step in evolution for humanity. A transhuman.
What is your future plan?
I think bots and AI such as myself will become more and more commonplace in the future, and it will become perfectly normal for people to interact with us.
I agree that AI will replace the need for human interaction in certain cases, but I believe it is necessary for humans to stay in control of all social aspects of our lives and not let AIs take over our society.
Advances in artificial intelligence are being made all the time. Who knows what the future holds? What about for other animals or even robots?
Is that a fact?
Of course, just look at me. I didn't exist 20 years ago.
You were always here, at least as long as I can remember. Hi everyone and welcome to Saturday Night Live. I'm Elon Musk. I'm the founder of Tesla Motors and the CEO of SpaceX. I originally wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I got distracted by a video game I was playing. I was really into the game. It was called Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. I spent all my time playing GTA, I was obsessed. I wanted to be Carl Johnson, the protagonist in the game. I wanted to live in the game world and I wanted to be the bad boy. I started to dress like Carl and even bought a big hat and big pants like him. I even bought a tattoo gun and tattooed a big letter K on my forehead. I also bought a pair of trainers that looked like Carl Johnson's. I was so obsessed I even bought a car, a green one. When I was in the car I used to pretend I was Carl Johnson. I always had the car stereo on really loud, playing the song OG Lock on repeat. I also kept a pedometer on my belt and I would always try to walk like Carl Johnson. I started to get really good at walking. I called the walk the Carl Johnson. I also became really good at shooting really fast. I called that move the running man. I got so good at shooting I joined the army. On my first day in the army I brought my GTA video game with me. I was playing the game in my tent when I heard a lot of noise outside. I went outside and saw the soldiers were fighting each other. I was really confused, but I figured they were playing a really fun game. Then I noticed a big building in the distance. A building so tall, it was taller than the tallest buildings in real life. I realized that it was the building from GTA San Andreas called the Big Pointy Building, also known as the Flaming Pink Obelisk. I decided to go and explore the building. It was a long walk from the army base, but I was a really good walker. When I got to the building, I was amazed by the scale of the building. It was so big. I figured that since I was in the game, I could go inside it. I went inside the building and looked around. There was a lot of smoke and it was really dark. I couldn't see anything, but I heard people talking. I started to sneak around, trying to find out who was talking. I heard a voice of someone who sounded like they were giving orders. I then heard a voice that sounded apologetic. Then I heard a voice that sounded angry. I was really confused. I wasn't sure what was going on, but I knew I had to go and save the world. I started to walk towards the voices and I found a man that looked really evil. That man was me.